it's treasure bag time again. And what the treasure bag is a blend of beads and components that I put together about every other month. And then I put them up for sale and I sell them until they are gone. They are limited editions. It is not a subscription. So that way you can pick and choose which bag you would like to have, and you're not locked in to a monthly fee. So that is the theory behind the treasure bag, is so that you can pick and choose what you would like. And each bag is priced a little differently depending upon what I put in it, and each bag is a completely different theme. So this one is $35. It's called Midnight Blue. This one has a lot of beads in it. It's a really hefty little bag, and it is themed with black, blue, gray, silver, but very nice complementary blend. So it's very nicely curated. And there are 26 items in it. But the thing about it is you may get another bag with 26 items. However, with my bag, you get huge amounts because you get many full strands. I think this one has 13 full strands in it. Let me see. Yeah, about 13 full strands of beads. So this is what a quick glance looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and organize a little bit and show you each piece. Okay, so let's begin with the strands. As you can see, this is a lot of beads. This is literally hundreds of beads. You have 13 full strands. All the strands range from 12 to 17 inches, with the exception of this one is 10.5 inches long and this one is 30 inches long. So we have some really nice full strands. So let's begin by looking at the strands. So let's begin by looking at the strands individually. Now this is a 12-inch strand of 4 by 6 millimeter electroplated gray triangle beads, and this is approximately 100 beads. So look at how pretty these are. I'm going to get you in really close. This is just a really pretty bead and sparkles really, really nicely, and you have 100 of them on there, so we can make something really nice with that. And that is your first strand. Then we have a 15-inch strand of 6 by 4 half silver faceted rice-shaped beads. And of course, these are glass, and this is just a really pretty clear and silver mix on the beads here, half silver, half clear. And there are, like I said, or I don't know if I said, there's 72 beads on this strand. So this is a nice long strand, also a whole lot of beads. I think the mix of the silver and the gray and the clear and blue and black is just a really tranquil, cool feeling type of mix. So though I have gunmetal findings in this, I have some silver mixed in because I think gunmetal and silver look really pretty together. So that is number 2 strand. Number 3 is a 30-inch strand of 4 millimeter round draw bench sky blue glass. Now this is called draw bench because it's drizzled. It looks like it's been drawn on. And these are just a really good filler bead. So it's a 4 millimeter round that you can use if you're stringing or if you're bead weaving. You have a smaller bead that you can use as a spacer or as a main bulk bead in your bead weaving. So it's a nice size. It's a 4 millimeter round that works really well for both of those techniques. This is a 30-inch strand and it has about 200 beads on it. So that's a nice long strand. And then number 4 is a 17-inch strand of 4 millimeter round silvery gray crystal beads. So it's faceted, electroplated faceted glass. And this is also a nice long strand. It has approximately 100 beads. It has 125 beads, and it's a 17-inch strand. So that's a nice long strand, and it's really pretty, really sparkly, and again, a nice size spacer bead or a nice bulk bead for bead weaving. Then number 5, we have a 6x4 faceted flat round clear crystal. Now this is a 21-inch strand, and it has about 100 beads on it. They're nice size beads, and this is a really interesting shape, and it's frosted glass, and it's flat and round, and it's just, these are so pretty. When you see them in person, they sparkle like crazy. And this is a really nice long strand where you can make some really pretty bead weaving projects, or this would be gorgeous in a strung project as well. And this gives a nice pop of that bright, clear crystal tone to your pieces. So this will be your contrast of light against some of the dark in this package. Then we have a 15-inch strand of 4mm round circle faceted frosted black beads. Now these are really, really, really pretty. See, they have this nice little faceting on them. They're kind of frosted, but they're shiny polished in the middle of the little circle facet there. Really pretty. And this again is a nice full strand, and it is 15 inches, and it has approximately 100 beads. And again, a good spacer bead, a nice bead weaving bead, either way, works really well. And there is your dark contrast to your light there. Look at how pretty those look together. Just gorgeous. Black and white is such a classic mixture. It's kind of sophisticated and just really nice together. So we have that, and then we have, I wanted to mix some turquoise colors in because I love turquoise, silver, and black. So we've got the sky bluey, aqua-ish, and turquoise colors mixed with the silver, black, and gray. And with the gunmetal findings and silver findings, that always looks really nice together. We can put together some really nice pieces. This is a 6mm round simulated turquoise bead, and there is about 62 beads on it. So that is quite a few also to work with, and will give us that nice turquoise pop. Then we have a, sorry, I got a little bit off on my, oh, here it is. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. This is an 8x6 turquoise painted crackle glass bead. So this is baked crackle glass. And this is a little bit greener turquoise, but these are such pretty beads. I want to get you in really close. They are just really unique looking, and they have a really nice feel to them too. Let me see if I can get that to stop blurring. And look at how pretty these are. They're faceted, and they have this really pretty stream of color through them. And, you know, on my camera, it just isn't doing it justice. I wonder if I put this paper under it, you can see it a little better. Yeah, that's a little better. That is how pretty. It's just a really pretty little strand of beads. And nice size, so I like to blend different sizes in my bag so that you can do different types of projects. And, you know, with your stringing, you can blend the big and the small, and you can also do some bead weaving with up to this size. The above the size gets a little big to bead weave with, but, you know, you can still do it. So there is a nice long strand of these beads, and like I said, they're an 8x6, basically a rondelle shape. And there is about 50 beads here. Then we're going to look at some half gray plated deep aqua. So this is another contrast, a little bit deeper color. Would go really well with these. Look at how pretty those look together. So you want to have, when you're picking out your colors, you want to have some deeper colors and some lighter colors, and so you can contrast the color. Same basic tone, but different depths of color work out really pretty together. So you have a full strand of these 6x5 rondelles, and they're half plated aqua. Really pretty. And again, nice long full strand, lots of beads. Then we have a 4mm round, and this is a half black plated translucent bead. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just not really good at these show and tell ones. I'm sorry, but this is a 4mm round, and it is a full 16-inch strand, and it has, I believe it has about 98 beads on it. So there again, you can do a full project. There are lots of projects on my channel you can use these 4mm round beads with. It is a staple in bead weaving, and also makes a great spacer in bead stringing. This is a really pretty strand. It sparkles like crazy, like you can see. And then we have a 14-inch strand. No, I'm sorry. This is a 16-inch strand. And this is opaque blue, half black plated rondelles, and this is also a 6x5. It actually is closer to a 6mm round. I would call it more of a 6mm round because I think it's 6x5.5, so it's basically a 6mm round. It again is a full strand, and it has the really pretty contrast of the black and the blue together. Then we have a 10.5-inch strand of these bicone beads. This is a deep sky blue, and I just thought I'd pop this in there. These work out really well for stringing. We can do some bead weaving with them too. This is just your basic Chinese crystal bicone, but the ends seem to be pretty nicely put together. They're not all chipped and weird. The shape isn't too bad. So I thought that this could be a really pretty pop of color, especially with some of the accent beads, loose beads, and pendants that I have put in this bag. This will go really nicely with them. And this is, I believe, about 50 beads. Let's see. Yeah, approximately 46 beads. So, pretty strand. Then we have an either or option here. So I couldn't get full quantity of this bead, so you will either get this strand or this strand for your 13th strand. So this is a 3mm non-magnetic hematite silver tone, and this is a synthetic turquoise, and it's about a 3.5mm. So in order to make quantity, you will either get the silver or you will get the turquoise strand. They're both very pretty strands. They're both the same length, both basically the same amount of beads, and you will either get this one or this one. I know some people don't like that, but sometimes in order to get enough quantity, I have to improvise. So that's what this strand will be. So you'll either get this one or this one. Okay, we're going to start with the loose beads that I have put in this bag too. The bigger beads that can be your accent beads in your pieces. This is a imitation Austrian crystal. This is AAA grade crystal, so that means it's a very nice quality crystal. And there are 15 pieces, and this is a 9x7mm rondelle shape. And you can see you get 5 black, 5 clear, and 5 blue. So you get 15 pieces, and this will make a really nice accent. You can make components and put chain in between each one and have a really pretty beaded crystal chain. It would be really gorgeous. And I think I might do that actually. We have these 15, and then we also have 6 of these bigger ones. So this one is a 12 by 6 millimeter flat round, and it is also the same quality, imitation Austrian crystal. It is the AAA grade crystal glass, and it's really nicely faceted. These have little checkerboard faceting, which I always think is just some of the prettiest facets that you can have on a piece of crystal. And you will get 2 black, 2 clear, and 2 blue. So we have those. And then we have 16 pieces, 8 millimeter faceted cubes. So these are just a sky blue, and these are 8 millimeters, so they're a nice good size. Again, would make a really nice focal, or not focal, but a big pop in your pieces. So you can make components out of these. You can put a couple together and make components and put chain in between, or you can also bead weave with these really nicely. So you get those in your loose beads, and then we have 15 pieces, 8 millimeter round electroplated crackle pattern glass beads. So these are really pretty. Let me get you in close. This is a electroplated glass bead, really nice quality bead, and it just has a really interesting crackle look to the paint, and I think it's really pretty. And again, another nice accent bead for your pieces, and will work really well with the crystal. It just, especially with the black, it's really very pretty. So we've got those. Then we have 12 pieces of silvery gray twisted teardrops. Now, I've put these in my bags before, not in this color. I had it in my autumn bag in a sandy brown color, and everyone just loved these. And I love these too. These are such a pretty bead. And again, a nice accent bead for your pieces. A little bit larger bead that you can space with smaller beads and make really pretty pieces. You can also bead weave with these. You can make dangles with these. You can do lots of really pretty things with these beads. So this is a really nice addition also, bringing in more of that silvery gray tone. You have the faceted triangles in the same basic tone. This is so pretty together. Look at that. With something accenting in between, a black or something. We have lots of black beads, so all that together, that is so pretty. And you could put the pop of blue in with it, or a pop of clear in with it, but I believe we can create something really nice with those beads. So let's put that aside. And those are the loose beads. Let me pull them all up so you can see how many loose beads you get here. And there are a lot of them. Really nice amount of accent bead for your pieces. Just gorgeous. Now we're going to move into the pendants and the metal components. So let me get those organized and we'll look at them. So let's look at the pendants in this bag. I always like to put a few different pendants in here so that you have something to work with as your focal for different pieces. Now this is a gunmetal tone diffuser pendant. It'll look like this, locket actually. It opens like this and closes, then you put your cord or your chain or your bead stringing wire, whatever, through it. So this is how it closes and stays closed. I like it better when they can open and close once you've strung them. However, this will work just fine. You can put some crystals in here. You could put several things in here that you would like to. It is a diffuser pendant, so you could do your oils if you would like. However, you can't refresh it because you can't open it. I suppose you could put it in the filigree, but once you string it, it's closed. It's a very pretty pendant though, and I think putting some blue crystals in here would be just gorgeous. Blue and clear crystals would be really pretty, and that would make a really nice focal for your pieces. Then we have two pendants. These are faceted glass pendants. One's in a leaf shape, one's in a teardrop shape. We have pinch bails on both. One is gunmetal with a little rhinestone on it. Let me get you close. And it's smoke color, so it's that smoky gray that goes really well with those triangle beads and a few of the other beads that we have in this bag. This would make a really pretty necklace. It's just really cute. And with the little gunmetal and the little rhinestone, it's just a really classy little look. Then we have the leaf shape in the sky blue with, or turquoisey aqua color, with a silver leaf pendant or pinch bail. So again, we're mixing in the silver color. Then we have this large focal. This is approximately 60 millimeters long, and it is a nice simulated turquoise pointed pendant. And again, it has the silver or the platinum bail on it. However, with the beads that are in this bag, you can mix this very well with your findings. So this will work really nicely, and it's a pretty color, and I just really wanted to mix some turquoise tones in this bag. And with some of the other things we have, it's going to look really pretty. So we have all of these, and then we're going to move into our metals. So I did not put a whole lot of metal in this bag because, quite honestly, having so much metal is kind of a cheap way out. Beads are more expensive, and you can create more with your beads. If you have a bunch of beads, you can always add cheap findings to it. You can add your head pins, you can add your jump rings, and those things very easily. But the beads are the part that you want the most. That's why I concentrate mostly on beads. However, it's nice to have a few components that you can play with too. Here's 3 rhombus shape chandelier components that you can do earrings and a necklace with, or you can use these in a necklace. You could do some dangles this way, you can connect here, you can do a dangle down here. We can make a really interesting necklace with this. I have something in mind that I want to do with that. So we have these 3 in gunmetal. Then we have 6 toggles. These are a little bit smaller, but they're nice, thick, very nice feeling toggles. They feel substantial. Then we have some textured cable chain, and I have put in this one 2 meters. So this is a lot of chain. It likes to tangle. But this is a lot of chain, and it's gunmetal color. And again, the silvers go really pretty with this gunmetal. So that's why I mixed silver in. And silver and gunmetal is just gorgeous together, as well as turquoise. These colors look beautiful together. So that's why I mixed these color tones together. Now I am going to lay everything out in a pretty pile, since I have everything jumbled up, and show you what we have. And here, my friends, is the conglomeration of it all. And you can see the colors go really nicely together, and you can also see what a value this bag is. For these strands alone, if you bought them in my store, you would pay over $50 just for the strands. And then you're getting all these nice components and pendants and loose beads also to go along with it. So this one is an incredible value. I actually should have charged more for this one. However, I just feel like I really don't want to raise my prices at this point in time. So hop on this, guys, because it is a great value. Anyway, These will not last long, more than likely not more than 3 days in the store. So if you want one, go to ggctreasures.com and grab one, and then we'll start making tutorials for them in about a week. It takes me a full week to get all of the orders out. So in about a week, I will start making tutorials, and I will make several. Misty Moon Designs will also make some, and Aishu's DIY, and handcrafted with Casey's handcrafted. I'll put it all in the description box beneath the video player, because my brain isn't working right now because it's treasure bag week and I have been working 18-hour days and I am exhausted. Putting all this together is a lot of work. So I apologize if my video is a little weird, but anyway, you can see how pretty this bag is, and if you'd like one, then see you over at ggctreasures.com. Bye-bye.